flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Morning, everyone. Welcome to the Monday, January 9th meeting of the Board of County Commissioners. My name is Shelley Bueller, and I've had the pleasure and honor of serving as chair this past year in the first couple meetings of 2017. I want to say a special good morning to Commissioners Archer and Cook, and congratulations on the honor of serving Shawnee County for 4 more years. So, you know, we had the swearing-in ceremony this morning, so congratulations. With that, Madam Clerk, the first item, please.
First item is organizational. Number 1, elect chair of the Shawnee County Commission.
At this time, I'll move to elect Bob Archer as chair of the Shawnee County Commission.
I'll second.
It's a motion by Commissioner Bueller, second by Commissioner Cook. All in favor say aye. Anyone opposed? Motion carries 3-0. We'll switch chairs. Thank you, Jane.
Thank you, Jane.
Good morning, and thank you. I'm a little under the weather, so I'm not my usual chipper self today. Next item, please.
Number 2, elect vice chair of the Shawnee County Commission.
I'll move that Commissioner Kevin Cook be the vice chair of the Shawnee County Commission.
I second.
Moved by Commissioner Archer, seconded by Commissioner Bueller. All in favor say aye. Opposed say no. Motion carries 3-0. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Next item, please.
Number 3, consider appointments of commissioners to the following. A, Kansas Expo Center Advisory Board. B, Ambulance Advisory Board. C, Health Access Board. D, Metropolitan Topeka Planning Organization. E, Go Topeka Board. F, Chamber Board. G, Stormont Vale Advisory Board. H, Shawnee County Security Council. And I, State of Kansas Labor Workforce Development Committee.
Commissioners, I have taken the liberty of making a proposal as far as 2017 committee assignments as follows. Ambulance Advisory Board, Commissioner Archer. Kansas Labor Workforce Development Council, Commissioner Archer. MTPO, Commissioner Archer. Stormont Vale Advisory Board, Commissioner Cook. Go Topeka Board, Commissioner Cook. The Health Access Board, Commissioner Cook. Chamber of Commerce Board, Commissioner Bueller. Kansas Expo Center, Commissioner Bueller. And Security Council, Commissioner Bueller. And that is a motion to approve.
No objections here. A second.
Okay. Motion made to accept by Commissioner Archer, seconded by Commissioner Bueller. All in favor say aye. Opposed say no. Motion carries 3-0. Thank you. Next item, please.
Number 4, consider approval of resolution number 2017-1, setting the days and hours the courthouse will be open, setting dates and times of the commission meetings, and setting agenda procedures.
Commissioners, this is a resolution that sets the date of operations. And are there any questions or comments at this time?
I have none. I'll move to adopt the resolution.
Second.
Commissioner Bueller, motions to adopt the resolution, seconded by Commissioner Cook. All in favor say aye. Opposed say no. Motion carries 3-0. Next item, please.
Number 5, consider approval of resolution number 2017-2, designating the official county newspaper.
Commissioner Bueller, I think you had some comments on this item.
According to state statute, newspapers are required to submit their rates by July 1st by June 30th. I don't know the correct date on that, Jim. I'm looking to you, but we did have 2 submissions, one from the Metro News and one from the Capital Journal. And that was one dated June 29th and one June 30th. And then we did have a follow-up letter from the Capital Journal on January 4th. And I believe Zach Ahrens is in the audience, and he might want to speak to that letter.
Thank you, Commissioners. My name is Zach Ahrens. I'm the president and publisher of the Topeka Capital Journal. As Commissioner Bueller had mentioned, pursuant in accordance with the KSA statute, we submitted the letter, and in that time we were able to say that our rate was $2.30 per line. However, a follow-up letter was sent and received by the Commissioners dated January 4th, 2017. In that, based on the prior spend, we were able to take the rate down to $1.10 a line. Just a couple points that I might make. The Topeka Capital Journal has a penetration, that is an audience that engages with us in print or online, of at least 75% of Shawnee County residents. The other benefit is it is not pay to play, so to say. All county residents will have access outside of our meter on our website, but also fully archived. And then finally, us being a daily newspaper gives people an opportunity that with a weekly publication or monthly publications, if you miss the window, sometimes you have to wait 7 to even 9 days out for us to be able to make those in a quick turnaround. Is something that I would ask for consideration. What I'm looking at here is trying to be as fiscally responsible of the taxpayers' money as I can, at the same time providing the widest number of taxpayers and residents the opportunity to have access to what takes place here in the courthouse. So I appreciate your consideration and your vote today. Thank you.
Thank you.
Questions?
Thank you, Mr. Ahrens.
Okay.
Questions for Zach?
No.
Commissioner Archer?
Yes, Commissioner Cook.
I do have a question of our legal counsel, just briefly.
Good morning, Commissioners. Jim Crow.
Thank you. Jim, the first letter that was sent by the Capital Journal back in June of 2016, where they had the legal rate, again, $2.30. There's a second line to that letter that says, based on the total amount, there would be ability to change that rate. I just want to make sure that with Mr. Ahrens indicating that the rate would be $1.10, that we are in compliance with both the notice requirement, the bidding requirements, and just so that everything is transparent and above board.
We would be, and the statute itself does not require that there be a low bid situation. It is simply that you select who you want to be the official county newspaper. Of course, you might want to factor that in, but you're deciding ultimately what you believe is in the best interest of the public when you make that selection.
Mr. Chairman?
Yes.
I don't know if you have
No.
And the Metro News, I don't know if there's anyone here from the Metro News, but currently we pay 72 cents per line, and checking with Audit Finance, it was paid in 2016 was around $32,136. If we were to have the 110 per line, it would have been about $49,099, so a difference of about $17,000.
It's a very dramatic difference. Right.
And those costs are allocated then to the departments, so that does impact their budgets as well.
Okay. Thank you. Is there anyone from the Metro News here to speak? What's the pleasure of the commission?
Mr. Chairman,
Yes,
at this
Commissioner
time, I understand that there is a difference of the price, but when we consider the responsibilities that we have as a governmental entity to provide public notice of legal action, where it would maybe be road closings or takings or foreclosures, I think we have a duty to make sure that the most people would receive the notice, something that would be online access. And so, again, while there is a difference of the price, I would move at this time for the Capital Journal to be the legal publication at the rate of $1.10 per line.
Commissioner Bueller?
The thing that's swaying me to go with the Capital Journal is the fact that it's a daily publication. It allows more flexibility. It is more cost, but it's less than we had a couple of years ago. And we did hear from departments at that time. but having a daily publication allows us that flexibility of publication. So I'll second.
Okay. Yeah, I tend to agree. It is more timely. It penetrates better than the Metro News. So, motion to accept the Capital Journal as the official newspaper for Shawnee County, made by Commissioner Cook, seconded by Commissioner Bueller. All in favor say aye. Opposed say no. Motion carries 3-0. Next item, please.
Item 3, consent agenda.
There are 2 items on the consent agenda today. Are there any questions or comments?
Mr. Chairman, I would move for the approval of the consent agenda as presented.
I'll second.
Motion made by Commissioner Cook, seconded by Commissioner Bueller to approve the consent agenda as read. All in favor say aye. Opposed say no. Motion carries 3-0. Next item, please.
Item 4, new business. A, County Clerk. Number 1, consider all voucher payments.
Never knowing how an election is going to come out, I did document the vouchers for today's meeting, and they are as follows. There's one voucher report dated January 6, 2017. Total amount of vouchers, $988,123.03. Significant items on the voucher report include the bridge project of $419,000, health insurance of $121,000, and then solid waste expenses of $173,000. I have reviewed the vouchers and make a motion to approve as presented.
Second.
Motion made by Commissioner Archer, seconded by Commissioner Bueller. All in favor say aye. Opposed say no. Motion carries 3-0. Next item, please.
Number 2, consider correction orders.
I'll move approval.
I'll second. Motion made to approve by Commissioner Bueller, seconded by Commissioner Archer. All in favor say aye. Opposed say no. Motion carries 3-0. Next item, please.
Item B, emergency management. Number 1, consider authorization and execution of contracts C8 2017 with the Kansas Department of Transportation and the City of Topeka for use of KDOT's right-of-way for access and staging for Operation Pegasus, which will test local emergency plans, including the 2016 Shawnee County Hazardous Materials Plan.
Good morning, Commissioners. Dusty Nichols, Emergency Management. This is a right-of-way request for KDOT. You're going to hear quite a bit about Operation Pegasus over the next few months. It is our code name for our exercise that involves our newly written and approved hazardous materials plans for the county. So this exercise, the location of it demands that we have to have a right-of-way submitted, so that's what this is.
Good. Are there questions or comments?
No questions.
I would move for approval.
Second.
Motion made to approve by Commissioner Cook, seconded by Commissioner Bueller. All in favor say aye. Opposed say no. Motion carries 3-0. Next item, please.
Number 2, consider authorization and execution of contract C9 2017 with Federal Signal in the amount of $10,750 for the upgrade of the outdoor warning system, and contract C10 2017 with Blue Valley Public Safety in the amount of $10,130 for the IPAWS upgrade of the outdoor warning system.
Good morning, Commissioners. Dusty Nichols again. The IPAWS is the Integrated Public Alert and Warning System, and that's the upgrade to our tornado sirens, the outdoor warning system. This is part of the strategic plan we brought forth mid last year that we approved those funds for just a couple weeks ago, and we are moving forward with those that project.
Very good. Questions or comments for Mr. Nichols?
Move to approve the contracts.
Second.
Motion made by Commissioner Bueller, seconded by Commissioner Cook. All in favor say aye. Opposed say no. Motion carries 3-0.
Thank you.
Thank you, Dusty. Next item, please.
Item C, Kansas Expo Center. Number 1, consider authorization and execution of contract C11 2017 with the Kansas Expo Center, SMG, for use of Agriculture Hall and Heritage Hall for court dockets.
Good morning, Commissioners. Les Crooks, Kansas Expo Center. This is a renewal contract for meeting space for court dockets. in both the Ag Hall and the Heritage Hall when needed.
Any questions? I'll make a motion to approve the contract.
Second.
Motion made by Commissioner Archer, seconded by Commissioner Cook to approve the contract. All in favor say aye, opposed say no. Motion carries 3-0. Thank you, Les. Next item, please.
Number 2, consider approval of request to sell existing forklift for $13,000 and authorization and execution of contract C-12-2017 with State Bank through Berry Material Handling for lease of 2 new forklifts for 5 years at a cost of $5,508 annually.
Good morning, Commissioners. Hans Niska, Director of Operations at the Kansas Expo Center. That's actually a typo. It should say existing forklifts, so we're like for like. We currently have 2 forklifts. This has been an agenda item on several occasions, and this is the actual execution. If you recall, back in October, I was granted permission to reject all bids and to renegotiate new better leasing terms that make more sense for the operation. I did that, and Berry Material Handling came in at the best rate on the trade-in. There was 2 that were very comparable on the lease terms, but the trade-in was significantly better on Berry's side. So I'm asking permission to execute the lease, the sale and lease with Berry Material Handling for 2 new forklifts at the Expo Center.
Your questions for the Expo Center management?
I have no questions. I'll move approval of the contract.
Second.
Motion made to approve by Commissioner Bueller, seconded by Commissioner Cook. All in favor say aye. Opposed say no. Motion carries 3-0. Thank you, Hans. Next item, please.
Item D, Administrative Services. Number 1, consider approval of the request for 2017 memberships, dues, and subscriptions in a total amount for all departments of $109,373.
Good morning, Betty Greiner, Director of Administrative Services. Each year we come to you with a list of all of the memberships, dues, and subscriptions throughout the county. As you know, each department puts together this list when they put together their budget. That is clear back in in April and May. So then at the end of the year, we ask them to look at those again, to update. You know, sometimes the amounts may have changed that they did not have back in May. So to update amounts, to reevaluate the need for those. So this is the updated list, and this will give the county clerk's office the authority to pay these memberships, dues, and subscriptions. I have allowed a $50 range that, you know, if it's over, you know, within $50, that they can go ahead and pay it. As you can see, the total is $109,373, which is less than last year's.
Mr. Chairman,
Yes.
I might point out that's a savings of about $14,000, correct?
Yes, that's correct.
Thus helping us pay for the Capitol Journal. That's right.
We're only $3,000 short now. I think, Commissioner Cook, you're better with numbers than I am. Was that a motion,
Yes.
Commissioner Bueller?
Yes.
And that was a
Second.
second, Commissioner Cook. Motion made to approve by Commissioner Bueller, seconded by Commissioner Cook. All in favor say aye. Opposed say no. Motion carries 3-0. Next item, please.
Number 2, consider approval of resolution number 2017-3, appointing Jeff McMillan as the Human Resources Director effective February 1st, 2017, and compensated at a rate of $3,384.62 per pay period.
I am very pleased to be able to come before you and ask for your approval to appoint Jeff McMillan as our new Human Resources Director effective February 1st. In my memo, I went through some of his experience requirement. Some of his experience. He has great experience that he would bring to the county, including 7+ years as a Human Resources Director. He actually has 17 years in the field of human resources. He has experience in collective bargaining negotiations, which is a very important aspect of this position. He is familiar with HR policies, procedures, best practices, labor-employee relations, grievance and arbitration proceedings, recruiting at all levels, safety policies, procedures, and best practices, performance evaluations and goal processes, and he is and also in leadership development programs. He is actually certified in situational leadership and competency modeling. Whatever that is. Anyway, his compensation that she mentioned would equate to $88,000 per year. A portion of that would be paid out of the workers' comp fund as in a proportionate amount of the time he spends on that. With benefits, this would total $115,280. This is within the CBIZ study range, and I ask for your approval.
Questions or comments?
No?
I have no questions. Look forward to meeting him.
Absolutely. And thank you for all the work that the committee has done in putting together the interviews and bringing this candidate to us.
Yes.
Yes, we did have a committee that met with the candidates, and I feel very excited about him coming to join us. I think he will be a very good addition to our team.
Then I'll make a motion to adopt the resolution.
I'll second.
Motion made by Commissioner Archer, seconded by Commissioner Cook. All in favor say aye. Opposed say no. Motion carries 3-0.
Thank you.
Thank you, Betty. Next item, please.
Administrative communications.
That's where we open the floor for administrative communications. Anyone wants to speak?
Morning again, Commissioners. Les Crooks, Kansas Expo Center. Just a reminder that the 28th Annual Topeka Farm Show begins tomorrow, and then the WWE makes its triumphant return back to Topeka on Friday. Hope to see you all there.
Thank you. Let's see, we have members from the chamber here this morning, and I can't imagine you're not wanting to say something this morning.
I'll never pass up a microphone. So first of all, just congratulations, and I want to continue to thank all of our commissioners for the partnership that we have, and look forward to working with you in 2017. I've been telling a lot of folks lately that 2016 was a great year with a lot of expansions, new jobs announcements, and capital investment. But in this business, there's an old saying, and that is, "What have you done for me lately?" So we're looking forward to pushing it very hard in 2017, and probably mostly as finally to put a completion to the holistic economic development strategy for Shawnee County and for Topeka that we see coming out in about April. So we're really looking forward to that. And again, just thank you. Happy 2017. Happy New Year. Appreciate your leadership.
Good. Thank you very much.
Yes.
Okay, you're having a special welcome tomorrow at the Capitol?
Yes, we are. Curtis, 8 o'clock? Yeah, to 8 to 10:30 in the morning at the Capitol. We're going to be welcoming our state legislative delegation. So if you can make it to that, we would really appreciate it. I hope you can.
Good. Good. Thank you, Commissioner. Anyone else would like to speak? Guess it's our turns. Commissioner Cook?
Commissioner Archer, I don't want to steal your thunder if you've got something laid out, but I just really want to take a moment and congratulate first Mike Kage's president, Becky Niose, Larry Maw, and also Sheriff Jones. It's been good to work with everybody, and Mike, we welcome to the team. And so look forward to 4 years of productive, making Shawnee County a better place to live, work and play, as the chamber might say. I think that's their tagline. But also, just want to thank Commissioner Buehler for everything you've done. Last year, chairing both the JADO, also worked with the Board of County Commissioners. Just every day, the changes that you've brought to our county and the improvements. But also to the chamber itself. I mean, the last desk lasted 27 years, 28 years at least, longer. So we expect this one to last just as long. But also just the physical changing the background and just improving how we do business here in Shawnee County. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Commissioner?
I also want to congratulate Cindy Beck. I know she
Oh,
wasn't
thank you.
able to be here this morning, but special congratulations to her as well. And I will be at the welcome and be there bright and early for the farm breakfast. It's always freezing cold, but we'll be there for that. So.
Thank you. Congratulations to everyone in the swearing-in ceremony this morning. It was very impressive, and it always kind of makes me sentimental and thoughtful about things when something like that happens and you have your family together. But I wanted to compliment Commissioner Bueller for her leadership in 2016. Under her leadership, we accomplished one of the most successful things ever to happen in Shawnee County, and that was privatization of the Federal Quality Health Agency. That will provide taxpayer savings, and it'll provide services to more and more people in Shawnee County, and that is going to have a long-ranging positive effect. We began construction of the Willard Bridge, which is the largest infrastructure project I think we've ever had. I don't know if Jane can think of something even bigger. We completed the CBIZ study, which was very important to our employees, and we began implementation. We passed a balanced budget, and that's always a good thing to do. And even though this is a tight-fisted commission, we were able to provide more money for mental health in our community, which I think is very, very important. We opened the Midwest Health Aquatic Center and the Dornwood Spray Park. And finally, we negotiated the AMR contract with the ambulance provider, which is essentially saving hundreds of thousands of taxpayer dollars in that regard. We use the RFP process to save money, and it has been very successful for this commission. So I just wanted to compliment you, Commissioner Bueller. It has been a very, very successful 2016.
Good teamwork.
Yes.
That's good teamwork.
Good teamwork. Okay. Next item, please.
Executive sessions.
I don't believe there's a need. So we are adjourned. Did I miss anything?
No.